Welcome to another episode of the Money Wheel Podcast. The journey to wealth starts here with your host, Don Shade.
Hello, friends and future millionaires. Welcome to this episode of the Money Wheel. My name is Kris Hutchinson. So yesterday I told you about setting up your business Facebook account. And the reason I did that is so that way you will be ready when it's time to start running ads. But before we can run any ads, we need to set up our tracking codes. Now, the reason we have these tracking codes, or as Facebook calls them, your pixel, is so that Facebook can track the behavior of your customers after they click your ad. So what it'll allow Facebook to do is to know how many people went to your page, whether they clicked on any of the buttons, whether they actually purchased and checked out, and successfully completed the transaction. And all this behavior is super valuable for you to have to know whether or not your ads are working. Now, the other thing it does is it actually tracks specific people to know who has gone to your website. Now, it's not going to give you this information specifically, but it can use that to find similar people who might be interested in your products and services. So how do we set up your Facebook pixel? Inside your Facebook business account, there's a section called Pixels. And once you go there, it'll give you a snippet of code that you need to copy, and then you can paste it onto your website. And there's instructions there on specifically how to do that, depending on which website you have or whichever platform that you're running on, whether it's an e-com store or just a regular funnel from ClickFunnels or something like that. And then once you have the code installed, it'll start tracking all of your traffic as far as their behavior on the site, but also knows who they are. And Facebook isn't the only one that does this. Any place that you have that runs ads is going to have some kind of a tracking code to let you know whether or not your ad is running successfully. Because all it can tell is on Facebook is the number of people that have actually clicked on the ad. Once they leave Facebook, they have to have this code in order to track their behavior moving forward. If you need any help with this, please reach out to me, Kris at moneywheelpodcast.com, and we'll see if we can't get you working out. All right, we'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to the Money Wheel Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and like the podcast. For everything that was talked about in today's amazing show, go to moneywheelpodcast.com and get today's show notes, past episodes, and most importantly, you can connect with Don Shade on all his social media platforms. Again, at moneywheelpodcast.com. If you are just looking to email Don, you can email him at don@moneywheelpodcast.com. For a list of all our tools we use in our business, you can go to moneywheelpodcast.com/resources. Again, thank you for listening to today's podcast, and see you in our next episode of the Money Wheel Podcast.